Hey guys, Mr. Middleton here. Today we're going to look at the Unit 5 review and help prepare for our systems of equations and inequalities test. Alright, so starting off with just some vocab that we should be aware of. A system of linear equations is two or more linear equations together. A solution to a system of equations is going to be an ordered pair. When graphing the solution to a system of equations, when graphing the solution to a system of equations can be found at the intersection point. On the graph, and parallel lines have the same slope and different y-intercepts, and they have no solutions. Okay, they don't meet, no solutions. Coinciding lines have the same slope, but they also have the same y-intercept, and therefore they appear to be the same line. They have infinitely many solutions. I'm just going to abbreviate that as IMS. Intersecting lines have different slopes. So if they meet just once, that means they must have different slopes, and therefore they will meet and have just one solution. Perpendicular lines have one solution. Okay, so sometimes you think parallel and perpendicular must be special. Perpendicular lines have different slopes, one solution. The three methods for solving a system of equations are graphing, substitution, and elimination. Substitution. Okay, and we'll go over all three types of problems here in this packet as you follow along with the videos if you choose to do so. Alright, graphing. For graphing, what we want to do is we just want to make sure that we have both lines graphed correctly on the coordinate plane, and then where they meet is our solution. This first problem is really nice. They're both in slope-intercept form. So 3x minus 1, my y-intercept is negative 1. Go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Go down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Should all be in the same line. I'll use my straight edge. Okay. Alright, y equals negative x plus 3. So my y-intercept there is 3. 1, 2, 3. Negative x, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Okay, so negative 1 is my slope. Use my straight edge just to complete the line. I see where the solution is though. Okay, and here's our solution. At this point, we go over 1, up 2, so our solution is 1, 2. Alright, second problem. First equation's in slope-intercept form. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our slope is negative 2/3. So I need to make sure I go down 2 and then to the right 1, 2, 3. Make sure it's a negative slope. Down 2 to the right 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll make that line a straight edge. Okay. Alright, our second equation is not in slope-intercept form. It is in standard form, but we can graph from this, or we could change the slope-intercept form. Let's change the slope-intercept form just so you can see it. Okay. Alright, so I need to solve for y to change the slope-intercept form. We'll subtract 4x from both sides, and that will leave me with 6y equals negative 4x plus 12. To get y all the way by itself, I'll divide by 6. And so y equals negative 4 over 6 simplifies to 2/3 x plus 2. So 1, 2. My slope is negative 2/3. Go down 2, 1, 2, 3. And you should notice, hey, we have the same slope between both of these lines. 3, up 2, left 1, 2, 3. And so these lines are parallel. That means they will not meet, and that means there's no solution. Okay. second side of this. A couple more graphs here. Alright, so y equals 1/2 x plus 2, up 2. Our slope is 1/2, so I can go up and over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Or I could have gone down 1 and to the left 2. Negative, negative direction, negative direction, negative direction. Makes a positive direction. Okay. Second line is in standard form. This one isn't so nice, so we have to change it into slope-intercept form. Alright, we'll do that by solving for y. Subtract 2x from both sides. Now that gives me 3y equals negative 2x minus 15. And then divide by 3. So y equals negative 2/3 x minus 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My slope is negative 2/3. Go down 2 to the right 3. Up 2 to the left 3. Up 2 to the left 3. See my solution. It's where the lines intersect again. Okay, and that point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 6, negative 1. Okay. Alright, number 12. Sure, the second line's already in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to graph that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 7's our y-intercept. Our slope is 3. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 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 Okay. So my second line is graphed. Alright, first line I need to subtract 6x from both sides, subtract 6x from both sides. Let's see how this is going to go. Negative 2y equals negative 6x plus 14. Divide both sides by negative 2. And I get y equals 3x minus 7. Notice these two equations are the same. So as I graph this, it's just going to be right over top of it. This is one of the cases of having infinitely many solutions. Alright, substitution here. Say I solve the system of equations using substitution. We have y equals 4x minus 9 and y equals negative 2x plus 21. Remember, with substitution, we take a variable, get it by itself, and then substitute that value in the next equation. So y is the same as 4x minus 9. In our next equation, we can rewrite that and say 4x minus 9 equals negative 2x plus 21. And this is really nice because we really didn't have to do a whole lot to get y by itself. It was already there. Add 9 to both sides. 6x equals 30. Divide by 6, x equals 5. Because we know that x equals 5, I can plug that into either one of the equations. I'll plug it into the top equation. 4 times 5 minus 9. 20 minus 9 is 11. So x equals 5, y equals 11. I want to make sure I write my answer as an ordered pair, 5, 11. Alright, number 14, solving by substitution. Well, again, we have a variable by itself already. X is already by itself. So in our second equation, instead of writing x, we can write 3y minus 4. That's us substituting 3y minus 4 in for x. So 15y minus 20 minus 2y equals negative 20. Combine our like terms. Get 13y minus 20 equals negative 20. Add 20 to both sides. And then 13y will equal 0. Divide by 13, we get y equals 0. And remember that that is okay to get. You can get y equals 0 or any variable equals 0. Plug it in and see what x has to be. Okay, so I'm going to plug it into the first equation because x is already by itself. X equals 3 times 0 minus 4. So 0 minus 4, x equals negative 4. Okay, so our solution then, x comma y. And then our final problem, number 15, this is the one that was not set up necessarily for substitution, but we can get it there fast enough. We have to ask ourselves which variable is easiest to get by itself. In this case, it looks like this y is. So to get it all the way isolated, we're going to add 4x to both sides and rewrite this equation. So y equals 4x plus 13. Y is by itself. So in my second equation, now instead of writing y, I'm going to say minus 2, 4x plus 13 equals 9. 3x minus 8x plus, minus 26, that's a minus, equals 9. Okay, combine my like terms. I have negative 5x minus 26 equals 9. I'll add 26 to both sides. Negative 5x equals 35. Divide by negative 5, x equals negative 7. Okay, now we know what x is. We can plug that into either of the equations to find out what y is. I'm going to plug it into the top equation, and I'm going to do it up here, a little bit more space. So negative 4 times negative 7 plus y equals 13. So 28 plus y equals 13. I'll subtract 28 from both sides, and y equals negative 15. So negative 7, negative 15. And then a word problem, application problem, just to drive it home for this page. So the Patriots and Colts have a very heated rivalry in the NFL. They've played 75 times, with the Patriots winning 9, less than double the number of times the Colts have won. How many wins does each team have in this head-to-head matchup? So it looks like we have two variables. I'll take C for the Colts wins, and I'll take P for the Patriots wins. Okay, very important for us to see what we're talking about first. Okay, and what we're trying to find. Okay, notice they gave us two totals. They gave us one total of games, and then they gave us a total of Patriot wins. So, in the games, they said, hey, we have 75, they played 75 times, all wins and losses. So, Colts wins plus Patriots wins equals 75, since they played 75 times. And then it says the Patriots winning 9 less than double the times the Colts have won. So the Patriots winning equals 9 less than double the time the Colts have won. This system is set up for substitution because P is by itself. So I'm going to substitute P in that first equation. C plus 2C minus 9 equals 75. Combine my like terms. 3C, add 9 to both sides, equals 84. Divide by 3, C equals 28. Alright, so the Colts have won 28 times. If they played 75 times, 28 plus P equals 75. Subtract 28 from both sides, and that would be 47. So the Patriots have won 47 times. Alright, I'll make sure there are more videos, so if you need help with further, or with anything else, check out those links.